Hey everyone, it's the Apple Sheep here with another vlog. Yeah, it's election day. This is gonna be scary. So yeah, we don't like to talk politics here on Tailosive, and I'm not, but I just want to encourage everyone, if you haven't yet, go out and vote, because you know, that's a right that a lot of people have fought and died for, and not everyone in the world gets that privilege. And I understand not a lot of us want to vote, because believe me, I understand it's not an easy election, given it's very difficult to get behind both people, I understand. But it's more about making sure that your voice is heard. Whether or not you totally can stand 100% behind your candidate, you still have that privilege of being someone who has a say in what goes on in the election process. You have control, even though I know it's not easy, I get it. I also had this terrible idea, since it is a Tuesday, that's usually when we do our Tailosive Tech streams. I'm going to try to live stream on election day, and every single freaking comment in the chat I know is gonna say, who you voting for? Who's voting? And then everyone start arguing each other in the chat. I'm hoping Tailosive can be an escape for all of this controversial political debate, because I know that's all anyone's gonna want to talk about today, but I'm hoping that with this vlog and Tailosive Tech, we can all kind of step aside from that. Just remember that I'm here, so there's nothing to worry about, and that life goes on. The sun will come up tomorrow. Speaking of the sun, daylight savings has started, or ended, or I don't remember, but this was the good switch, the switch when we get to sleep in an hour. So that's really fun. Several times today I've woken up and looked out the skylight window and been like, oh crap, I'm late for work. And I wasn't. It was just, it gets brighter earlier now, which is nice. And then last night I was streaming on the Tailosive Gaming channel and it got dark really fast. And I was like, man, we've been streaming for a while. Nope, just gets darker sooner. Isn't it weird how like this kind of thing happens obviously twice a year and yet we never get used to it? I don't, at least. Every time the daylight thing happens, I'm like, wow, it always gets dark at this time? I never remember that. I've been saving my money very aggressively because it's time for me to get a new Mac, a MacBook Pro more specifically, because this little guy has been carrying me since 2012 and he's running into all sorts of problems all of a sudden. One being, we did a Tailosive Talks podcast, which I know a lot of you enjoyed on this channel. We did that like over a week ago now and it won't export. It keeps running into errors. I've tried like 6 different times and it's failed 6 times. I don't know what to do about it, and I'm sorry if you were looking forward to another podcast, but I'm afraid it's gonna be a while because I'm not getting a new MacBook Pro anytime soon, because those suckers are great, but they're expensive. But not out of my price range. I'm going to buy one before the end of the year. You know, while I'm here, why don't I tell you, I know this is the Talks channel, I'm supposed to talk about everyday life, but you know, most of you are probably here because you watch the Tailosive Tech channel, so I'm just, you know, assuming that you know about some of this stuff. Oh, okay, and the weirdest thing is my Mac's Wi-Fi chip has not worked for a very long time. I don't know why, but we have this little Airport Express thing down here. So I plug it into the Ethernet port, so every time I need to use the internet, it's using Ethernet instead of Wi-Fi. And that's actually way faster, which is great, because this is the computer I edit all my videos on. My sister came home for the weekend and she's like, let me show you something on the computer. And you know, now I like to plug in my Ethernet to the Apple TV so that I can load all my YouTube videos a lot faster and Netflix and stuff. And she just turns on the Wi-Fi and it starts working. So now my Mac has a working Wi-Fi chip again. I don't know how long it's been fixed, but I had just given up trying to fix it because you'd do this thing where like it would try to boot up and it would have an exclamation mark and it just wouldn't work. But now it's fine. Now it's giving me a hard time again. So if I just open this thing a little bit, try to connect to the Ericsson network, you can do it, little Mac. Well, maybe it's broken again. Yeah, I'll just tell you. I'm thinking about actually going for the 15-inch MacBook Pro, which is the most expensive version you can get. I'm not gonna max it out. I'm not getting the $4,000 one. But this computer I have right now has 16 gigs of RAM. That one also has 16 gigs of RAM. And this one is a quad core instead of a dual core on the 13-inch MacBook Pro, which is what I was going to get. But I'm an Apple sheep, and the fact that so many people hate this laptop is making me want to go all out to prove to them how wrong they all really are about the specs. That thing is fast and it's powerful, and I need to prove it. It's my duty to. So yeah, how's your Tuesday? Thanks for watching this vlog. I'll be live on Tailosive Tech later. I'll see you guys in the next one.